Okay. The second part of the war. According to everything we've just went over, Esau is raging mad because his brother received the birthright. You have your Zondervan Bible Dictionary? Get Edom out of the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. Please, brothers and sisters, write down all this information, precept upon precept, line upon line, and all the history we're going to give you today. You'll have everything you need after the day to understand the war.
Edom. The nation and its people were the descendants of Esau.
Edom. The nation and its people were the descendants of Esau. Now don't forget it, tell you in Genesis 25, 2 nations shall be in thy womb. Read.
He founded the country, so his name is equated with Edom.
His name is equated to Edom. Now what does it say about Edom as far as land mass? Under Esau.
But the country was also called Seir, or Mount Seir, which was the name of the territory in which the Edomites lived.
Where did the Edomites live? In Mount Seir. We're going to show you that. This is I need you to go right here where it says Edom figures prominently in prophetic scriptures. What page are you on there?
Page 142.
Page 142 in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. You read?
Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures.
Edom fared prominently in the prophetic scriptures. Read.
As the scene of great future judgments.
As the scene of great future judgments. To show you that Esau is still here. Read.
She is the only neighbor of the Israelites.
She's the only neighbor of the Israelites. Go ahead.
Who was not given any promise of mercy from the Most High.
She's the only nation that didn't receive any promise of mercy from the Most High. That's why it behooved any Edomite out there to follow the truth of Christ and steer away from all these religious and pagan rituals that you're dealing with and fall in the spirit of those who were learning under Paul. It behooves you. And not boast against the natural branches. You must get under the covenant to be protected, because I'll tell you, the future judgment is grim if you don't. So the prophecies are not just talking about a warning to the nations when it comes up to Israelites when it talks about the coming of Christ. God's people must warn all nations against the pending wrath to come. Let's go to Genesis 36 and show you how this war spread after Esau was dead. How did his children take up that banter against Israel to war against Israel? Read Genesis 36 and 1.
Genesis chapter 36 verse 1.
Go ahead.
Now these are the generations of Esau.
These are the generations of Esau. Read.
Esau, who is Edom.
Esau is who?
Who is Edom?
Esau is Edom. Read.
Esau took his wives of the daughters of Canaan. Adah, the daughter of Elon the Hittite.
Go down to the 10th verse.
Verse 10. These are the names of Esau's sons. Eliphaz, the son of Adah.
The 9th verse.
Verse 9. And these are the generations of Esau.
These are the generations of Esau. Read.
The father of the Edomites.
The father of the Edomites. That's a new nation that came in the earth after Jacob and Esau was born. You have the Ishmaelites now, and you have the Israelites, and you have the Edomites. Okay? Now, I need you to go to Zepho in Genesis 36. So we can see who took on the banter against the children of Israel after Esau died, which is Eliphaz's son. Read.
Verse 11. And the sons of Eliphaz were
The
Teman.
sons of Eliphaz. Now, Eliphaz are whom we would call Amalek. Amalek today are the Khazarians, or the Jewish powers that lives in Israel today. They're the sons of Amalek. Of course, they want to escape and lie to the people and say that they are Jews according to Judaism or religion. But you cannot become a nation based on religion conversion. You have to be born an Israelite. You can't be a religious Israelite. Okay, that's number one. Number two, they don't want you to know about Amalek because Amalek was the people whom the Most High told from the beginning to totally annihilate in the Old Testament, based on their constant, fervent spirit to destroy the children of Jacob. Amalek was warned against us in the past. Eliphaz is the father of these whom we speak. Read.
And the sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zapho,
who?
Zapho, and Gatam and Kenaz.
Now, let's examine Zapho. What happened to Zapho? How did the Europeans get into Europe? Zapho is the key. And how do we know this? We go into the book of Jasher. Let's go to the book of Jasher, the 60th chapter.
Jasher, chapter 60, verse 1.
Read.
And when the year came round, being the 72nd year from the Israelites going down to Egypt.
The 72nd year from time the Israelites went into Egypt. Now we're talking about approximately around the time of about 1912 BC. This is around the time 1912 BC that this happened. In Egypt at this time, you have Jacob, who had a dynasty during the Hyksos, and now our people are ruling in Egypt at this time, where Zapho came on the scene. Read.
And when the year came round, being the 72nd year from the Israelites going down to Egypt, after the death of Joseph.
After the death of Joseph, go ahead.
Zapho, the son of Eliphaz, the son of Esau, fled from Egypt, he and his men, and they went away. And he came to Africa, which is Dinhabah, to Angeas, king of Africa.
Now, mind you, Zapho was being held prisoner there because there was a war where Esau's sons was fighting against Jacob. And Zapho was taken captive into Egypt. Why? Because we were in a certain land, and Zapho and Esau's children tried to kill our people. So we took Zapho hostage in Egypt. He escaped. Then he goes into Africa. And what happens next? Go to verse 7.
And it came to pass in those days, there was in the land of Kittim a man in the city of Cuzina, whose name was Uzu, and he became degenerately deified by the children of Kittim. And the man died and had no son, only one daughter whose name was Janiah. And the damsel was exceedingly beautiful, comely and intelligent. There was none seen like her for beauty and wisdom throughout the land.
Yeah, go down to where Zapho goes into Kittim.
Jasher chapter 63, verse